Hi everyone, it's Rocky. Today I'm going to make some quinoa pudding, which is going to be kind of my healthier version of rice pudding. So I have my saucepan right here, and I'm going to add 3 cups of almond milk. So here's 2 cups right here. And another cup. Here's my 3rd cup. And like I said, I'm using almond milk. You can use whatever kind of milk that you want. You can use 2% milk, skim milk, low fat, no fat, whichever. You know, rice milk, coconut milk, soy milk. I'm using the Almond Breeze vanilla flavor, the 40 calorie. So I have that in there. Next up, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of sugar. And if you want to use any of your Truvia or any type of sweetener that you'd like, just go ahead. I'm using regular sugar, a 1/4 cup. Next up, I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm going to put in about 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And about 1 teaspoon of salt. And I'll let that come to a simmer. So I have kind of like a medium to low heat right now. I'm still waiting for this to come to a simmer, but I forgot one last thing. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of water. Okay, it's starting to simmer now, so I'm going to go ahead and add in a cup of quinoa. And I'm turning down my stove at this point to about between medium and low heat. Go ahead and stir this up a bit. I'm going to cover it a little bit. I'm going to keep it slightly open. And what I'm using in place of rice is quinoa. I don't know if you guys can get a good look at what it says. They got this in bulk, but it's quinoa. And what it's pretty much known as a super grain. So it has a good amount of fiber and protein, which, you know, when you're trying to like play around with different recipes and make them healthier, substituting something like rice for quinoa is definitely a good thing. So I'm going to keep this on medium to low heat and stir. It's going to go for about maybe 25 to 30 minutes. And I'm going to stir every couple of minutes just to make sure it doesn't start to clump or stick to the bottom or anything. So I'm going to keep doing that, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm about 20 minutes in, and I turned up the heat a little bit more towards medium. Just because it was looking kind of thin, I turned it up probably about 5 minutes ago just to kind of get it to thicken up a bit because it was kind of like watery, and it's really starting to thicken up quite nicely. I think after it's got another 6 minutes to go. I might let it go a little bit longer just because I want it nice and thick. But yeah, at this point I'm probably just going to babysit it just so it doesn't boil over and so it doesn't start sticking to the bottom. But so far so good, and it smells really good, so I'm excited. So yeah, I'm going to keep stirring it, and then I'll check back with you guys when it's closer to being finished. Okay, I am back with my taste test. This probably went for exactly about a half an hour. What I did was I had it on medium to low, probably for about 15 minutes, and then for maybe about 10 minutes there I had it up more towards medium to kind of get it to thicken up a little bit more. And then once it thickened up and it really started to bubble, even though I was like stirring it constantly, I put it back down to kind of medium to low heat, and it went for about exactly 30 minutes. And this is what I have, and I hope the lighting's doing, yeah, you can see it pretty well. But yeah, this is what I have right here, and I'm ready. I really like the way this came out. I'm not missing the rice at all because the quinoa is in there, and it's a grain just like a rice, but like I said before, it has both fiber and protein, so it's a lot healthier for me. I'm not missing the real milk at all because I have the vanilla flavored almond milk in there. And then with the cinnamon and the vanilla and the sugar I put in, this is definitely a really good substitute for rice pudding. And it's another recipe that I could say maybe I look like just as much as the original, if not more, because this just, it really has kind of like that, like a little bit of like crunchiness that a rice would have, like a rice pudding would have. You know what I mean? That kind of texture. It's really good. And this is super good. I'm definitely making this again. You can like do so many different things with it. You can put anything that you would in your regular rice pudding. You can put in raisins, dried fruits. You can put fresh fruit on top afterwards. If you want to put a little bit of cocoa in there just to change the flavoring a little bit. You can even play around with the different kind of flavors of milk that you put in there. I mean, I could have easily probably have gotten like a chocolate flavored almond milk. I can probably get like a coconut milk. There's so many different options, and this is so much more healthier and better for you than a regular rice pudding, and just as tasty, if not tastier. So I think it's another success. So pictures, which I need to remember, I almost forgot to take pictures. I'm definitely going to take pictures. The pictures, nutritional facts, and the full recipe will be on my blog, which I'll link below. And if you guys have any questions, just shoot them below. Until next time, enjoy. Bye.